Hey, my name is Melissa, and we're going to be going through a sliding frameless glass wall install today. To find the install manual, you can go to the PERGOLUX app or www.pergolux.app. Before you begin installation, you will need to go purchase the anchoring hardware needed to mount the glass wall, as this is not included in the glass wall kit. During the installation, you will need a mallet, an Allen wrench kit, a ladder, a tape measure, a level, a drill, a set of normal bits, and glass suction cups. It might also be helpful to have a sawhorse or table where you can rest the glass panels later on in the installation. The rails that will attach to the frame of the pergola and the hardware will arrive in the D box. The glass panels will arrive in a crate. You'll have 3 glass panels for a 10-foot wall, you'll have 4 panels for a 13-foot wall, 5 panels for a 16-foot wall, and 6 panels for a 19-foot wall. A few notes before you begin your pergola install. Make sure that the pergola frame is level and that the distance between the columns is equidistant from top to bottom. If you haven't already, remove the metal blanking strips from the sides of the columns and the underside of the beam. If you've already removed those, perfect, you're ready to go. To start, you want to choose which side you want your mounting brackets on, the inside or the outside. For the purpose of today's install video, we'll be mounting the brackets on the inside. Take the bottom track, which has exposed silver grooves, and lay it out on the floor. Note that the side that will be on the inside of the pergola has a higher edge than the other side. Flip the bottom track over and slide the brackets onto the grooves of the rail in an alternating pattern. Then space them out evenly from one end of the track to the other, keeping them in pairs. Next, take the left and right side tracks and remove the brush strips that are stored inside. You'll need those later. Next, remove the center blanking strip, which should slide right out. This is so you can access the openings later to attach the track to the pergola. Keep these safe as you will replace them later. A few more things to note. There is one raw edge at the top and one closed edge at the bottom of each side track. The closed edge will be the edge that connects to the bottom track and is on the ground. Lay these out on the floor next to the bottom track. When you install these, make sure that the right side of the pergola has the side track with the vertical groove on the inside, and the left side of the pergola has the side track with the vertical groove on the outside. Next, you'll attach the side track to the bottom track. You have to slide the side track onto the bottom track using a small opening on the side track that allows you to slide the grooves of the bottom track into place. Then, using 2 of the Phillips head 1-inch screws per side, connect both side tracks to the bottom track. Next, take the top track, which has coated tracks, and fasten to both of the side tracks using 2 Phillips head 1-inch screws per side. Your frame is now done. Now it's time to attach the silver brackets, or snap fits, into the tracks of the pergola. Use a 3mm Allen wrench to secure the small threaded bolts to the top hole of each snap fit bracket. For the brackets that go into the column tracks, the lower hole of the bottom bracket will be about 4 inches from the floor, and then the next 4 brackets should be about 21 inches apart. The top bracket should be about 3 7/8 inches from the top. For the brackets that go into the track on the bottom of the pergola beam, the first and last bracket will be about 3 3/8 inches from the ends, and the rest will be roughly 19 inches apart. Once your snap fit brackets are in place and all the threaded bolts are tightened, it's time to insert your frame into the pergola frame. Keep in mind that the bottom track will have a higher edge on the side that is going to be on the inside of the pergola. Take the 3/8 long hex bolts and use a 3mm Allen wrench or 7/64 bit and secure the side tracks to the snap fit brackets in the pergola column track. Then, take the longer 5/8 inch hex bolts and secure the top track to the snap fit brackets in the pergola beam track using the same tools. At this stage, you would make sure everything was level and equidistant before using your anchoring hardware to mount the brackets to the floor. Snap the center blanking strip back onto the side tracks, covering up the bolts. Now it's time to prep the glass. You will have plain glass that will be the center panels. Then you will have two pieces of glass with openings for the door handles on the left and right side. It is helpful to rest the glass on sawhorses or a table so you can attach the bottom covers easily. Make sure the openings for the door handles are correctly positioned. Take off the little pad protectors. You'll notice that there are two types of covers for the bottom edge of the glass. The first type of cover has two wider ends. This will be placed on the center glass panels. The other type of cover has one thinner end and one wider end. This will be for your first and last panels of glass, the ones with the door handle openings. Let's start with the door on the right. Take the aluminum cover with one wider and one thinner end and remove the rubber piece from the inside. Place the rubber piece on the glass edge first. Then fit the aluminum cover over it with the thinner end on the edge that will be against the pergola column, in line with the door handle. We recommend using a mallet to get this aluminum cover into place. Now you'll place the glass into the frame. Use the suction cups to bring the first glass panel to the frame. Insert the top of the panel first, with the glass going into the first groove, which is the groove closest to the inside of the pergola. The handle will be on the right. Then fit the bottom edge over the first groove on the bottom track. Next, take the aluminum cover with two wider ends and repeat the same steps as the first panel. This cover will go on the center glass panels. Place that next piece of glass into the frame, making sure that the aluminum cover overlaps the first glass panel on the bottom. You will continue to place your glass panels into the consecutive grooves of the bottom panel, making sure they overlap. Now that all your glass panels are in place, remove each of the screws from the end cap pieces on the covers at the bottom of each panel and use an Allen wrench to tighten the bolt inside. Then, tighten the screws back in place. To attach the door handles, use the small hex bit screws to connect the front and back pieces of the handle on either side of the door handle opening. Then, place the PERGOLUX logo cover on top and secure in place with the long screw. The last step is to place the brush strips between each glass panel. Remove the adhesive from the inside of the strip and attach to the edge of the glass panels with the brush edge facing out. Congrats, your glass wall install is complete. Now you can sit back and relax in your PERGOLUX. Enjoy it for years to come, no matter the weather.